everybody, this is Tcbfx here. You're welcome to our channel. Now, today I want to introduce to you a new way of looking at the market, but nevertheless, the details. I want you to pay attention to all the pairs that we're going to be looking at today. Obviously, for this video, it is GU, British pounds, US dollars. So we're going to be looking at the whole movement for week 35. Now, week 34 was predicted for a downward move, and we saw it happen. We had more trade to the downside, but it's going to be more specific, more precise this week. We're going to be looking at the angle of momentum and also what area we should be focusing on in buying or selling within that momentum. Okay, very important. So this is British pounds, US dollars, and I am trader C Brown. Now, listen, if you have been following us on YouTube, on Instagram, and also on Telegram, we are not on Facebook, so on Telegram, and you have seen some of our information there, and you're wondering how can you get in touch with me? The link is in the description below. Follow the link. You'll be able to reach me on my Telegram, precisely on my Telegram ID. You'll be able to get in touch with me in there, and then we'll get to help you, talk to you, and even advise on what you want to do with your trading career. For those of you who are new to our channel, I want you to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the share button, so you'll be able to help other people participate with what we are doing right here. Okay, very important. Yeah, so I'm going to be talking to you about what the market holds in store this week on British pounds, US dollars. Now follow me. This is what we're going to be doing. First of all, what momentum are we looking at? First of all, we see that price created a drop to this low and a pushback up, which is obviously a breakup structure, multiple structures on the consolidation phase that the market has been. So let me just optimize the weekly. Let me see if we can use to show the weekly levels for now. Remove the monthly so we can be able to see. All right, so we have the weekly zone for this. So this week that just ended, which is week 34, we have price drop as predicted. So we have lower low, lower highs created to break out this structure, to come out of this zone. So we eventually dropped and began to sell. So right now, last week, which was week 33, we have a consolidation week. From the beginning of the month, we had consolidation week previously. So now we are actually in the momentum. What momentum are we? We are in a bearish momentum. So right now, we are bearish on British pounds USD. We are bearish. That's the momentum. So what are we looking for? We're looking for more opportunities to sell according to this behavior, because we just saw that price give us multiple lower lows right here, which obviously all of these lows has been broken, and then we have a lower high created, and then we have another great lower low. So we can see that we are in a bearish momentum already on British pounds. Now, the next thing we want to look at is what is the next behavior of this market. Look at the drop from here to here. So we can tell that the market had the previous high and then created a new low. But this previous low that was here, this was a previous low, and we saw that the market broke that previous low to create a new low before the close of the market. This is week 30. We're looking at now what happened previously, week 34. So we're going to be forecasting week 35. We're looking at what is going to happen starting from the market opening tomorrow. So here we're seeing that the price came here, and we have to take note of this particular key area here. Okay, that's a very important area that I need to pay attention to. For those of you who are my VIP student, you already know what we're looking at that level. So price rejected before, created this kind of close in a week, okay, close week above this area where you have these dots. So where we have this star, price created, which was a previous lower low, price created close, the last 4-hour candle close bearish, but above above the low. So the body closed above it. So above the previous body, this closed above it. So what that means is that we're going to be having should be having a medium buy to the upside. So in other words, we could be expecting a medium push up to the upside. So that's what it's telling us right here for the first couple of maybe 1 or 2, 3 days, depending on the market. So depending on the day, could be in a day, we can have a minor push up to the upside and up to the level where we think, okay, price may eventually begin to continue selling to the downside. So that is exactly what GU is obviously telling me. But remember, we are in a bearish momentum. So the best way to do it is to have a discount and premium zone for your zone and expect price to come in between that zone. All right. We're expecting price to come in between. So here, normally you expect to sell at the premier level. So you need to wait for price to come into the premier level, or you can trade this bullish momentum. Now, remember, like I said, this is at this level now where we have that rejection. It shows a sign of retrace, pullback, a sign of reverse. So it's going to reverse to the upside. That's what it's telling us, that it might reverse to the upside. Now, we are not sure fully, but this is a potential reversal building up. So in other words, this candle that is printing now, which is 4-hour candle, is a closed candle. As you can see, the body, this candle is already closed. So this candle right now is already closed. When a new candle open up, the market open up, is a new candle we're going to be seeing. So therefore, these two previous candles closed as what? They closed as bearish, but above the previous body. So we need to pay attention to that, above the previous body. So therefore, we can anticipate another medium bullish momentum to the upside. So we can expect price to push higher to either above the premium, because we are looking at a new push up to the upside. So we're expecting price to push higher into premium zone, around this zone, then expect a drop, massive drop. So now the best way to do that is to wait for price in your own trading what do you call it, in your own trading system that you have your own trading system. So you can eventually wait for price to come into that zone, which is going to be your red zone, to be precise. So you're waiting for price to come into that, your red zone, and you expect price to sell from that zone. So you're expecting to sell, massive sell down. This will be trading along with the momentum, because price will eventually want to push up and then drop to that side. So at the moment where price is at, we expect another candle to open and start acting bullishly to the upside. But if it fails and then still drop the more, we cannot sell immediately until we see a pullback up. Remember, we are in a bearish momentum. Okay, we are in a bearish momentum. So we need to see that the market give us opportunity to join the bearish trend. Like you saw here, what happened here. Pay attention to this, guys. You saw what happened here. There was a massive drop that broke structure, took our liquidity, and then what happened? The market pulled back great into that zone before selling again massively. So now with the behavior of this candle right here, we can tell that this push up might eventually continue. So we might expect like a W pattern, or what we call a double bottom at this level, for another push up to start merging up into the high before we look for another sell. Now, remember, this push up we're talking about could be a medium. It's not a high probability buys, because we are in a bearish momentum. We are not in a bullish momentum. So you can call it a counter trade, okay? A counter buy. That's what we're looking at, okay? We're looking at a counter trade to the upside, but we are trading against the momentum. So you have to be very careful. So you could put a trend line here for those of you that trade trend line and expect price to react and bounce off from that trend line. But if you break that trend line, that doesn't mean that price is going to continue to the upside. No, no, no. As long as we still have this bearish momentum, all we are looking forward to is opportunity to sell still. So pay attention to this key area as well. The price could push up into that place, which is already in your sell zone, and then you're looking for opportunity to sell at that level. But for now, for those of you who want to buy, you want to buy from this bottom to that top, yes, you have opportunity to buy. Let's see how many pips you got on that. How many pips? Let's say price open up in the next candle, push down a little bit, and then reject to the upside. We are looking at maybe from where price is at to that level. That's about 80 pips, maybe into the zone. We have 60 pips, maybe above that zone, 100 pips, whatever, or maybe equal high with this. That would be about 91 pips or even 100 pips. That is not bad at all, especially for those of you that scalp the market. You'll be able to get an opportunity to scalp it to the upside before looking for a massive sell. But if you are looking for high probability trade, you want a high probability trade, then the best thing is to wait for price to push into this premier zone, and then you want to wait for price to drop massively, and then you are looking for opportunity to sell for the week. So you're looking at that. So as long as this range is being maintained, if price starts trading inside this range, then you can eventually trade inside the range. Just be waiting for sell and sell, sell, sell. But if this low is breached, then we have to relocate. We have to look at the market again and look at what the market intend to do. But remember, as long as this low is being broken, as long as these lows are taken out, it is still a bearish momentum. So you will still wait for opportunity to look for more sales. So this is what I have on for you guys on British pounds. Now, before we go, we need to look at the fundamentals to look at the fundamentals and the sentimental analysis, so that we can have a what we call one voice, one mind, to understand that, okay, we are looking at the same thing. We want the technical analysis to agree with the fundamentals and also with the sentimental. And when that happens, then we know that we can smash the market. Now, as you guys all know, I have a tool that I got from my mentor, and I want to be able to share that to help you see the fundamentals, because the tool basically is for fundamental trading. I got it because I needed to know more about fundamentals, and reading everything in the news and going all of the website was not going to help. So I needed a software that can bring everything together to me, so that I'll be able to see with a glance. I can see what is going on in the fundamental markets. So the same thing with sentimental. So now let's go back to that too and use it, and then we'll be able to come back to see where we're going. Now, first of all, this is the tool. We're going to look at, first of all, the list of watch lists. We're talking about watch list. This is the watch list. And the watch list, we're looking for GBPUSD. GBPUSD right now is very bearish. That is good. So according to this, is bearish. So what is the detail concerning it? Now, the detail concerning it is that the bearish is very strong. We can see that the projected trend, which is obviously, you can see that here, the projected trend is downward. So it's trading below the average. So we are very bearish. And again, the sentimental analysis, looking at the sentimental analysis over here, we can see that we have 50. Let me just refresh it so that you see it. Hold on a minute. It might be that we are looking at a change. So let me just refresh it in a minute. So, all right, guys. So we are here looking at the fundamentals right now. According to the watch list I have here on my software, we are very bearish on GU, which is in agreement with our technicals right now. Bearish momentum, which is good. And then we want to look at into GBPUSD in detail. And looking at this, we can see that for the trend projection is a sell. So that's very important. And also we want to see that is a strong sell according to the very bearish strong sell. So we have short term, mid term, and long term. Price may go all the way down to 25. Right now, price is trading within 26. So we have medium short term, price will trade even more to that level. So we have the market to go up to 1.25, 1.25 300. At the moment, where price is at is 1.25. We're also looking at 1.25 300 to the downside. So the market will still come all the way up to 1.300 according to the fundamentals that I'm looking at right now, looking at the long-term direction. So we also see that sentimental analysis, the market is showing us that 42% is short and 58% is long. So normally you want to have a minimum of 60 to 40. So 60 to 40 would be nice. But at the moment, the sellers are still having the momentum, which is lesser than the majority of people. So we are still obviously looking at a sell market according to this. So guys, it is a sell market on British pounds, US dollars. So get ready for it. And if you enjoyed this video, you liked it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit also the share button because you want others to know. So now I'm going to be expecting you to join the Telegram group, join the Twitter group, and join us. Let's see how we can trade together this week. All right, so expect more videos coming in on Euro USD and other pairs. I'm going to be talking about a lot of other pairs, so watch out for 2 more videos on this, on how to, if you trade any of these pairs around this zone, pay attention to this zone right here. If you trade any pair around this zone, then expect more. I'm going to get the video out for you to look at those pairs. Okay, so yeah, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.